Hey y'all, welcome to Bushcraft Monday. I'm Madden from Self-Reliance Publishing, and today we're going to take a break from the practical hands-on videos that I typically do, mainly because it's raining yet again here in North Carolina. I wanted to take you outside and show y'all some stuff that I'm doing with my forest garden, but unfortunately due to the rain, that's not possible right now. So we're going to talk about something that I can cover here inside, and that's going to be incremental improvement and how that relates to self-reliance. If you're anything like me, you probably are not very patient when it comes to the process of things, and you just want to get to the end goal as soon as possible. I know I'm definitely like that. I don't embrace the process. If I have a goal in mind, I want to achieve it and I want to get there as soon as possible, and I don't particularly have fun along the way. That's my nature. But I'm learning with time that is not necessarily the best way to be, and not a good way of ever accomplishing a goal, because if you are too goal oriented and get frustrated if you don't obtain that goal as soon as you'd like, then you're likely to give up on the process altogether and try and pursue something else. But if you learn to embrace the process and learn to cherish and sort of take pride in every step of the way, every small achievement that you make, then I think that will help you out in the long term. So as that relates to self-reliance, self-reliance is a broad sort of thing. There's many different aspects to it. There's your basic needs like self-reliance in food, self-reliance in water, transportation, communication, medical needs. There's lots of different aspects to self-reliance, and it's impossible to learn how to provide for all or most of those needs quickly at all. It's impossible. And you might be in a situation where you say, well, I'd like to get started, but I can't because I live in the city. I can't because I live in an apartment. I can't. And that's not a very good attitude to have. It doesn't matter where you're at in life. You can get started on that journey to self-reliance today. Wherever it is that you are, you can get started today. And it's important to have that attitude and to start your journey towards self-reliance wherever you may be beginning. Even if you were to be given 120 acres out in the country tomorrow, that doesn't mean that you'd be self-reliant tomorrow. There's still a lot that you have to learn, and there's still a lot of steps along the way. So you might as well get started where you're at. That's sort of one of my takeaways from this. But anyways, when it comes, like I said, many different aspects to self-reliance, and there's many different steps to get you to achieving self-reliance within those sectors. So take shelter, for instance. It's a basic necessity. And break that down to being able to heat your home in a self-reliant way and keep yourself and your family at a comfortable temperature during the wintertime without the benefit of local utilities. So it's might seem like kind of a difficult thing to obtain if you're paying a monthly electric bill or a monthly natural gas or propane bill or whatever sort of utility it is that you're using currently. It might seem like a difficult to impossible task, but there's lots of little things that you can do along the way to get you to where you want to be, which is independence from those local utilities. So some things that you can do, just again using shelter and using heat during the winter as an example, some things that you can do would be lower the temperature that you're willing to live at. If you are used to 72 degrees or 75 degrees in the summertime, you might just have to be okay, tell yourself, okay, it's okay if we lower the thermostat to 68 or 65, somewhere in there. It's the wintertime, I can put on an extra layer. And maybe you become okay with that. And that could be step number one. It's a really simple and easy step, first step. Put on an extra layer and lower the thermostat 5 degrees. But that's not going to get you to being self-reliant, but it could be the first step. So on top of that, maybe you look at taking advantage of some passive solar options that are available to you. Make sure you've got some deciduous trees on the south side of your house, such that they block the sun in the summertime when you want to be cool, but they let the sun rays pass through during the winter when you want to warm the house. That could be a step. On top of that, you could add in active solar heating capacities with maybe one of the tin can or soda can solar heaters that you see that you hang out the window. Maybe that provides you a little bit extra heat. Maybe you look at insulating your house a little bit more, and perhaps you look at better management options for managing a small woodlot. If you have a small woodlot, maybe you look at utilizing pollarding and coppicing as techniques to get more out of your woodlot. And so there are multiple steps along the way that in and of itself, none of those steps is going to get you to where you want to be, but you combine them all together and you're self-reliant in this one aspect of your life. And so, but again, that's just one little aspect to self-reliance as a whole. But you need to take pride and satisfaction of each little step along the way and be okay with, okay, it might be a small step in the whole grand scheme of things, but I am one step closer to being self-reliant. And if you keep on continuing on that journey, you might be somewhat self-reliant. You're going to be way further along your journey towards being self-reliant. And that would be a good thing. So my takeaway, or the point that I want to convey, is start where you're at. It's a journey. Take pride in the little steps. There's no one big thing that's going to happen in your life that's going to flip the switch and automatically make you self-reliant. So don't hold out to being able to move to the country to get started. Get started where you're at right now, and pursue those little steps. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got something out of it. Hopefully it motivates you to get started. As always, I appreciate every like, every comment, and every subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.